crazy.
He's like showing the tools, like the pinchers. And
yeah.
Wild.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. This is actually a private road, and so you guys can't be over here. You guys can be over on Prairie, which is a public road. So if you guys can move over there.
If you can get me documentation about that, that'd be great.
I can call the sheriff's department and they can get it.
They can go ahead and provide me documentation on that. That's great.
Today's the 9th?
10th.
10th, thank you. I thought.
Time's flying.
Yep, there we go.
If you noticed.
Thank you, sir.
Okay,
Appreciate
thanks.
your work.
See you later.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Pretty good.
Good, thanks. I'm Chris Meyer with Parkwood Business Properties.
Scott Herndon.
Hi, Scott. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
We're the landlord here.
Okay.
And we've been working with the market. They've been tenants here for 20 plus years.
Okay.
And we've given them the authority that they'd like to not have any petitioners on the private property. So I'd like to politely ask you guys to stop this morning.
Okay. And where does your property go to?
Our private property, the public right-of-way starts at the street.
Okay.
Right there.
Okay.
So you're welcome to exercise your constitutional rights. The property line, I believe, is the back of the curb, is what I understand from talking to the county.
And are you able to prove it?
I don't need to prove it. This is private property, and so I'd be
You'd
happy.
have to prove it. So since there's nothing here that's labeled private and there's public access and it looks like public access, then I have the right to be here petitioning.
Okay. I've had that interpreted differently by our local sheriff's department, so my next choice is, if you don't want to leave, is to call them. So
yeah, you would need to call them. I don't ever, I always just respond to law enforcement if they feel like they want to assert
so
their...
a direct request from the private property owner will not, you won't respect
Are you a Kootenai County registered voter?
Thank you, Scott.
Okay. I'll give you the whole board there. Have you folks signed the petition?
Registered to vote here, I would sign it.
Yeah,
I'm not here either, sorry.
Okay, I appreciate you saying so, thanks.
Scott, I'm sorry, we had to call the sheriff, so we're going to ask to have you trespassed. So,
that's fine.
We'll hopefully ask for better respect next time. So
we'll see how the federal courts treat it.
Okay, that'd be great.
Sure, it'll establish our right. That's previous precedent.
Okay, so so by your basis, if I sign this as private property, that changes the situation? That's not what we've had success with in the county before, so it'll be fascinating to discover.
Obviously, we do this a lot, so we're familiar with the law.
Yeah.
And we just know how the courts treat it currently.
Right. Well, I wish you would respect the private property owner's rights a little more.
Yeah, I always go with, if it looks public, we go with it as public. So, you know, I appreciate that you own it, but I more respect the Constitution of the United States and how the courts view our rights to be everywhere petitioning. So.
Okay.
I'm sure we get along fine otherwise, but...
Oh, absolutely. We'll sort that out.
Yeah, it's fine.
So,
have a good day. Thank you. Folks, have you signed the petition to abolish abortion in Idaho? Yeah. Are you an Idaho registered voter? Kootenai County? Okay, that's your page. Excellent. Yeah. Nice to meet you.
Okay.
Thanks for signing and thanks for stopping by. Hi.
How are you?
Pretty good.
Larson Sheriff's Office. What's your name?
Scott Herndon.
Hey, nice to meet you, Scott.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. I'm over here to talk to you real quick about you guys doing your...
petitioning.
Yeah. So what you need to do is go find a spot that is public property and not private property.
Okay.
Do you have your ID with you?
I do.
Excellent. Can I look at that, please?
Sure. Then my question for you would be, you would have to prove that it's not public property because it appears to be public property. And the way that...
Listen for a second.
Yeah.
Right now I need your ID.
Okay. And
we can talk more about that as soon as you start moving.
Okay, and why do you need my ID?
Because I'm going to identify you because I've been called here for a crime.
Okay.
So either A, I can have your ID, or I'm going to place you under arrest for obstructing. So
okay.
It's up to you.
I can give you my ID. I don't think I'm required by law to, but I don't object to it.
You are required by law because I'm here to
I'm only required to identify myself, so I've already done that. Now, I'll give you my ID, and then you'll have to tell me. Anyway, you'll have to tell me. You'll have to tell me, here's my ID.
I've already explained to you why.
Here's my ID. What I'll need to know from you is if I don't move.
You go ahead and keep talking to me. Go ahead.
There's my ID.
Stop talking so you can.
There's my ID. You want it?
I wanted to explain to you why.
Do you want my ID or not?
Okay.
I already know why you're here. You're going to want to say that I'm going to be trespassed from the property. All I need to know from you is whether I would be cited or arrested if I do not leave today from this particular location. That's all I need to know.
Here's what I want to tell you.
I don't need to be lectured. Just tell me, answer that question. That's all I need to know.
And here's the other thing. If I'm going to talk, then you need to listen.
Okay. I don't think the courts require me to listen to you when you talk, but I'll go ahead and comply with you if you say I'm going to be cited or arrested. I will move to a different location. I just need to know that answer.
Okay.
2362. Do you want my ID or not?
Sure, I'll take it.
Okay. There's my ID.
I'm good for it. Thank you. So here's the thing.
Yeah.
Okay. What I'm very, very passionate about, if you will, is to make sure that people's voices are heard. Okay.
Good.
So when you see me in my uniform, that doesn't mean I'm going to come over and be unreasonable with you.
Totally understand that.
What I am going to do, though, is do my job.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to talk to you to see what you need.
Yeah.
Okay, because, well, I believe in our First Amendment rights, which is what
Good.
you're doing right now. Agreed?
Absolutely.
Okay. However, when you're talking, I want to hear you. Okay?
Okay.
So I'm going to be quiet. Okay?
Okay.
If I'm talking, I need that same working relationship.
That's
so
fine.
we can work together. I'm not interested in you going to jail.
Just so you know, I'm only interested in petitioning today and not having conversations with law enforcement officers. So if you want to go ahead and just cut to the chase, I'm not really the kind of guy that stands around and has long conversations with law enforcement officers. I deal with law enforcement all the time.
Okay.
All I need to know is if I would be arrested or cited today if I do not leave this particular location. That's all I need to know. If I would be arrested or cited, then we will comply and leave. If I'm not going to be arrested or cited today for that, then I will stay. So that's all I need to know. You're on camera, of course, and then we'll contact our lawyers and deal with the consequences in federal court, whichever that may be. So that's really all I need to know.
Yeah, and that's fine. Not a problem.
Okay.
So, like I said, okay, I'm interested in you having the opportunity to do what you want to do.
Yeah.
You've been asked to leave by the people that own this property, okay? You didn't leave, that's why I'm contacting you.
Sure,
okay?
I understand.
So give me a minute, I'll be right back.
Yeah, you bet. Folks, are you interested in signing the petition to abolish abortion in the state of Idaho? Okay. Folks, are you interested in signing the petition to abolish abortion in Idaho? Excellent. Are you an Idaho registered voter?
I am.
Excellent. Kootenai County?
Yep.
All right. This would be your sheet.
Okay.
This is for a November 2018 ballot initiative.
Yeah.
There's that for, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Is your address card on there?
It is.
So what you need to do is go find another spot,
Okay.
and that way then you don't need to get a citation for trespassing. But I
Okay.
am going to trespass you from here today per the owner,
Okay.
the manager.
Okay.
And so how? Sorry, hold on one second.
No record.
Okay, so here's what you might think about. You got to be careful for another law that talks about soliciting drivers, which you're not soliciting.
No.
Okay. However, you're trying to solicit people to sign a citation. Okay, so if I told you to go over on like the sidewalk and you're near an entry exit, say to the mall, just be careful of that because we don't want you to get in trouble for that either. I don't personally have a problem with what you're doing because, well, my personal opinion doesn't matter.
Sure.
I'm just here to tell you that these folks have asked you to leave.
Yeah. So I just
Whoops,
need
I'm
to.
sorry.
Sorry, I just need to clarify then. So, if I stand at this location and I did not comply with this request, I would be cited or arrested today. Is that correct?
Would you? Yeah, if you want to do that, that's fine.
No, I'm just. But that's the part I need to clarify.
Trespassing you from here. Right?
Okay.
So that's what's.
So in
gonna
other words,
happen.
I cannot be like right over there as well. Correct.
You, if it is any private property and they've asked you to leave, then you may not be there.
Okay. So Meadowlark Way, and then what is this road right here?
This would be, I think, Franklin.
Okay. So Franklin is not city streets. It's not
You're
county.
on their property. Okay. I've already
Okay,
been over
if
that.
I am, you understand how easements work, right? So my question, let's just be real clear, is Franklin a public street or is it a private street? That's all I need to know.
What I'm telling you is this. Okay?
You're not answering my question.
Okay.
Franklin is
It's a
public
yes or
street.
no. It's public and private. Can you answer that question?
Public.
This is a public street?
Correct.
Okay, then I'm going to explain to you how easements
I
work.
understand how
Okay,
easements
center line of the
You
road.
don't need to explain that.
So the easement doesn't end right here. It's going
to
to
explain the easement to me.
Okay, good.
I understand
So then
that.
I'm asking the question, if I'm on the public street, which you just said is public,
Yes.
which means it's considered the traditional public forum in the federal courts, are you saying that I would be arrested or cited today for not leaving the traditional public forum while I'm exercising my First Amendment right to petition?
If you
Is
are
that-
on their private property, yes.
Okay, so if I stand right here, would I be cited or arrested today?
Well, possibly for being in the roadway.
Okay.
Yeah, and I
You
told
understand
you
how
you're
traditional
soliciting.
public forums, right?
Yes,
You
yes.
don't have to have a
understand.
sidewalk.
Scott,
Yes.
you're soliciting.
If
in a
you
roadway,
guys,
okay?
come on, you guys know what the First Amendment says. I'm not soliciting. Soliciting is asking
You're
people to
soliciting
buy
for
things.
petitions,
It,
okay?
sir, don't be. You don't want to be dumb and get the county into a lawsuit, okay? Because you guys would probably lose that lawsuit for sure, and it costs a lot of money. Attorneys are $400 an hour for First Amendment lawsuits. So
What have you already explained?
Yeah, I need him. I explained to him he can do this. It just cannot be on private property. It's already been.
then I'll be on the public
I'm
property
going
doing
to
it.
trespass him from here.
Okay, then we'll move over to the public property. We'll be in the bike lane here. So go ahead and move over here. Huh?
You can't block the bike
Okay, we're not going to block it. We're not allowed to block any traffic, but we are allowed to be on public property.
Correct.
So then we'll remain on public property. We won't go on the private property. You can go ahead and issue your trespass warning, and then we'll go ahead and stay on the public property today, and we'll go ahead and continue doing what we're doing.
Okay, well, I'm going to check one more code to make sure you're not going to be in violation of the soliciting.
That's fine, you can do that, but I'm going to tell you, if you want to go to the mat on that, then my lawyer likes to make $400 an hour, so that's okay.
Scott, I don't care about that. What I care about is your safety and the safety of these children.
I care about the law,
And
okay?
I
I've got responsibility for me and my children. Thanks.
Oh, these are your children?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I don't have a problem with what you're doing.
I understand.
I'm here to take care of those folks,
That's
which
fine.
ask you to be off their property.
We can short circuit the conversation much faster, right? We don't have to spend 30 minutes. I'm here to petition. So all you got to do is take care of business. If I'm okay being right here and I don't impede traffic, then I think we're good to go for today.
As long as you stay off of their private property.
Sounds great.
And the easement, as far as the easement works,
Yeah.
the easement ends right here as far as the public is concerned.
Yeah. You would have to, of course, prove that.
The easement, listen
yeah,
to me.
I'm
okay?
listening.
This is my turn to talk.
Go ahead.
Okay. The easement is for roadway use. Okay. Meaning the highway districts.
Yeah.
The highway
And
districts,
how are easements written?
This is my turn. This is
No,
my turn.
again, I've already studied easements,
is my
so they're
turn.
always measured as a distance.
Okay. Here's
All
the
you
deal.
got to do is give
Stay
me
off-
the distance.
Stay off of the.
Let's measure
Stay
it.
off of the private property.
That's fine.
Do not block the bike path,
Sounds great.
and don't block the roadway.
Sounds great.
As long as you follow those rules,
Then we're good to go.
you're good.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
See how
and do
easy
the
that is?
Trespass.
Yeah, I have to go grab the gal's name real quick.
Yeah. Did you already give me my ID back?
I
You did. Okay. Got it. Thank you.
So I'm sure you're aware of your interlock device requirement under CDL.
My what?
You have an interlock requirement on your driver's license.
Explain
You're
what that
aware of
is.
It's an interlock device on your driver's license. You're aware of that?
No, go ahead and tell me what that is.
No, then if that's your job to go figure it out. I just want to make sure you're aware of it.
Okay, thank you.
I'm sorry. What was your name?
Scott Herndon.
Scott.
Yeah.
Okay.
What happened to you, by the way? It looks like you got bit or something.
Combat fishing.
Combat fishing?
Yeah.
Like, did you get a hook in the lip
No,
or something?
no, that'd be a heck of a hook.
Man.
No, I was fishing. I slipped on a log and smacked another log. So.
Dude, ouch.
Yeah.